Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing Dr.Wu Bluestreak and an Insectagon Kickback. Now, Bluestreak, as I've done before in this channel, it's really weird because he's silver, and then Silver Streak is actually a blue one, but it's the same mold. Anyways, so the Dr.Wu figures are basically tiny little transformers with a more complex engineering than the core glass figures, and they're pretty neat, although they are like $50 for a 2-pack. Kind of sucks. However, they're very nice, and it definitely helps to save on space because they're so tiny. And I don't buy all of them because that's a lot of money. However, I did buy like a couple of the favorites or like the characters I like. So moving on to Bluestreak first. He does come with some weapons, and the instructions seem pretty simple, and they did actually divide it by the Autobot and the Decepticon. It's pretty neat. And I did actually end up deciding to move to Kickback first because this was the transformation. That was pretty much it. It's very, very simple, very easy, which makes me feel like, okay, this is a little unfortunate for how much money I spent, but as for articulation, it's alright. I mean, better than the core class. And he's able to stand. He's just so tiny to work with. I definitely very much enjoy this set. As you saw at the beginning, they did come with some action figure cards with stats and stuff, so that was neat. As for the transformation itself, it's a matter of rotating and bending the legs in on themselves, hiding the face and sort of like closing the pincers. You can also turn the face, it doesn't super matter because you're hiding it. And then the arms just kind of tab in, just like straight off to the side, and then you're able to kind of like adjust and move maybe the legs, the feet, and that's it. Pretty simple, and this is actually not Kickback. That is my bad. It's actually crazy because Kickback is the insect that is able to kick back the cricket. Anyways, this guy's name is Shrapnel. That's pretty silly on me. Alright, so moving on to Bluestreak. The guns do fit on the front, just like the knockoff masterpiece I did like I think a year ago. It's neat. A little hard to get in, it definitely hurt my hands, but it looks good. I'm pretty happy with it. The doors to open them are a little tricky because you have to kind of like untab them, but from underneath. Weird, but they do look like doors when you open them. It's not just a part of the transformation, so I always like that in a vehicle like that, car mode. As for the transformation for this guy, it is a little bit more difficult, but again, it's Dr. Wu, it's nothing too crazy. And you can keep the guns in the hood of the car because that's where they are going to be at the end of the transformation. So once you open the doors, you're going to want to move the arms, which are separate from the doors. But you can really start anyway because the legs are really like their own section, which is nice. But yeah, anyways, for the arms, you just really need to pull them out. The hands are kind of tabbed into the sides, so just be wary of that. But as with every other transformer, you never want to pull too hard because you can obviously break that. And the cost of replacing it is just too much. But like most of these car ones, you just kind of bring the hood of the car down and it becomes the chest of the vehicle. The backpack can usually tab in towards the back. And then the arms just need to be like shimmied in and out, and then the car doors, you have this little flap to fold, which just makes them look more like the cartoon version. And then you'll just have to rotate the legs and then separate them, and then you're able to form the feet here. Now for this guy, I think it's good engineering, everything is neat. My main issue, don't forget the little heels of the feet here, is that the tail part of the car, which turns into the feet, is huge. Like compared to the rest of the body, like that's like a good 25%, and it's too much. Like on the other molds, like obviously the more expensive ones, or even bigger sized ones, the feet are still a lot smaller or sleeker. I don't know, there's just something about it that's like a little too fat for me, just a little too bulky. But it's still a neat figure, especially for the price and for the size that it takes in your collection. I really much like this one. Overall, I think I'll give the set like maybe an 8 out of 10. Like, it's solid. It's nothing crazy. This is more of a collector set. I wouldn't recommend this as a first time. Unless you want the simplicity behind Shrapnel and like the vehicle for Bluestreak. It's pretty alright. And they come with weapons, which is neat. Like here you can see for the blaster, you kind of just put it into the fist, and it's pretty cool. Overall though, yeah, I want to finish with 8 out of 10. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon for some non-related Transformers videos, because that's what I recently recorded, but also lots of more Transformers videos. I have my Hot Rod one coming up soon. Alright, have a great day. Bye-bye.